Greetings, I'm Barrett, and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. A giant rockworm is in front of our adventurers. What will happen? Will they survive? Will the adventure even continue? Or is this going to be the final episode? We'll have to sit back and check. Now, I want to apologize. This video is actually going to go a little bit longer than normal. I just couldn't find a good stopping point. This game I want to just keep playing, and I know I have to stop to be able to put these videos out. So I apologize if this gets a little long. Also, I would like to mention that this video was recorded back to back with the last video. So any mistakes I've made in the previous video won't be corrected until the following video, if that makes any sense. So with that, the giant rockworm, what are we going to do? Let's find out. I need you to meet me at the table. Our 5-4-5 card states, a towering monster is screeching nearby. Its nightmarish head has several pairs of eyes and a mouth full of freakishly sharp teeth. Oh boy, well, we get to learn about the giant rockworm. Oh, look, 12! Oh my gosh! Oh, this is, well, it's not going to be too bad, I don't think. Thank goodness for our young rockworm. But just look at this. Okay. When there is a giant rockworm figure on the terrain card, you may neither move to another terrain card nor save the game, but you can take one of the following actions. So you either fight it. Locked 8, need 8. Not too bad, because you can at least draw 8 cards. I don't have 8 cards. Or 12-12, if at least one involved character is frightened or terrified. So if you win, if you get more than 15 successes, remove the giant rockworm figure, otherwise take a 4-8-2 card. Otherwise, move it to an adjacent terrain. Okay, so if you get 15 or more, you take this card. Otherwise, move it to an adjacent terrain card. Okay. If you fail, I'm sure it eats you. The creature spits corrosive slime at you. Each involved character takes a 103, a 104, and a 108. Yeah, it's like a 10 everything card. And you lose 3 durability on your items. You can lullaby music it. That's pretty funny. I wouldn't expect it to have the greatest hearing living underground, but, you know, need one. You can only draw 1 card, need 2 successes. So if I do actually have an instrument here, and it already gives me 1 star. I don't know if that's a good plan. You know, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. We've got a musical instrument, and I've still got my forewarned is forearmed card. We've got 2 successes right here. We could do this. We could do this. We could, you know, I really want to see what that does. But then I also got my pet worm where I can just say, see ya, don't worry about it. You're out of here. And I lose it when I save my game. I'm sure I'm going to have to save my game soon. Oh man, now another dilemma. Look at these dilemmas, they're everywhere. This game has just so much going on. Look at this, again, we've only got 1 tile. This whole episode is based on 1 tile. Okay, so I really think together they should sing it a lullaby. We're gonna draw the 1 card. We're gonna use our spiky conch. So we're gonna go down. We're at 4, because we Captain Caveman both those things, those rockworms. So now we're going to 3. Right here, we're going to do our play music action. I only need 1 success, but I only get to draw 1 card. So we're going to do that. We're going to draw the 1 card. Come on, 1 success. I don't want to have to use that card. We got our 1 success, and we got a medical examination. Randomly take 4 cards from the discard pile. Shuffle them back into the action deck. Oh, this is good too. Everything's good. Okay. Oh, do I want this card? I got to know that first before I go on here. Oh, man. Let's... No. We're going to... Oh, but this heals you. I mean, this is really kind of a healing card. I'm gonna ditch the sled. I'm going to ditch the sled for this. I think that's the way to go. But I don't really have anything that helps with this action. And I'm not going to get it with just one card. Or am I? I still got my forearmed as forearmed. That card is so... That forewarned is forearmed card is really good. Now we're going to ditch the sled. I know I was excited about the sled, but we're going to ditch the sled for that medical examination card. Sorry, I banged the camera. And now we get to take a 472 card. Let's see what that is. Okay, there's only one. And it says, intrigued by your behavior, the giant worm briefly freezes. Oh boy. It says, what comes next is left in the hands of fate. Oh boy, okay. During the result steps of the following action, for each curse card you reveal, the number of required successes increases by 2. Oh no. Okay, if the monster's deadly mouth swoops on you and snaps you in half like a twig, that's terrible. For one random involved character, the adventure ends here. Oh no. I should never have played it music. Each other involved character takes a 107. Oh no, I gotta do this. I gotta pass this. Miraculously, the worm becomes disinterested in you and slithers away. And I have to do this. 0-3 and move the giant rockworm figure in adjacent terrain card. Oh no. Not only that, he's going to go here, which if I ever want to get back to hunt again, I have to go back through him. You know what the worst part about this whole deal is? Check this out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That last curse card is still in that deck. Oh no, somebody's going to die. How many cards are left? There's only 4 left. Oh man. There's 4 left. I have nothing that can help me pray. It all comes down to fate. Oh, wow. This is unbelievable. Okay. All comes down to fate. I have to take... I've got my forewarned as forearmed card still, so I got 1 success automatically. Do I risk 1 card and hope it's got a star on it? Do I take 2 and hope that one of them's not a curse card? Oh my goodness, this entire game banks on this. Oh, let me read the pet worm. Maybe I can just get rid of him right now. When there's an adult rockworm or a giant rockworm figure on your terrain card, you may discard this to apply the following effect. Remove adult rockworm or giant rockworm figure from the terrain card. The only sad thing is I don't think I can do this because it is one of these red actions, which means it has to be done right now. And I don't think I can just play this. Oh, boo. Oh, no. My hands are like shaking. This is just ridiculous. Okay. Okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Okay. We draw 2 cards? Come on, guys. Okay, come on. Here we go. 2 cards. If I see that curse card, we're in big trouble. It's a 1 in 4 chance of draw. It's a 50-50 of me drawing that curse card if I do this. Or I draw 1 card. I keep going back and forth. 1 or 2, 1 or 2. 2, I know would for sure do it, but if one of them's the curse card, I'm doomed meat. Oh, man. Okay. 2 cards. I've got my forearmed as forewarned. I'm ready with it. Maybe I should just draw 1. 2. Here we go. Okay, so far I'm glad I've drawn 2. No, there's the cards. Boo! Oh no. Okay, well then somebody's dead. That's that. Oh my gosh. The monster's deadly mouth swoops on you and snaps you in half like a twig. For one random involved character, the adventure ends here. Oh no, Mary Kingsley, you did so well for me. Oh, you got eaten by a giant worm. Oh, boo. And then, well, I could choose to keep either of these. That ain't happening. They're both going there. That was terrible. Oh no. Okay, well, that's how that goes. I have to take a 107 card now. I've got a 107 card here. This is just all going downhill. I'm going to guess 107. I'm going to guess the state is wet your pants. Let's see what it says here. You are sweating profusely, and the madness of sheer terror fills your eyes. It takes everything you have to suppress the irresistible urge to crawl up in a ball and scream uncontrollably. You're terrified. Yes, you are. Oh no, I don't know if I'm ever going to get rid of this. If you want to take the following action, you must use a card with the keyword music. So I have to use a keyword music. Okay, well, he's terrified. I would be too. Oh no, that's terrible. You know what? I lied. It's not Mary Kingsley I want to die. It's this guy I want to die. This is the guy that dies. She becomes terrified because she's the only one that can get rid of this rock worm with that pet worm, because I'm not doing all that again. That was the biggest joke ever. Oh my gosh, talk about the seventh continent kicking your butt. That was like, snaps him in two. So Elliot Pendleton's time on the seventh continent has come to a close. Thank you for playing, Elliot Pendleton. Please come again. And as far as I'm concerned, that rockworm is still there. So I'm guessing I still have to deal with this thing because it's still on the card. It doesn't say it goes away, I don't think. For one random character, it ends, and each other involved character takes a 107. Yeah, it doesn't say that it's over. I think now is the time we're going to use this pet worm. I don't know why. If I would have not explored any of this and just been like, hey, pet worm, here you go. Life would be glorious. I would have him back. I'd have cards in my action check. I don't have any way to make fire. I don't have anything. Oh my gosh, this is just terrible. All right. So the pet worm playing on the giant rock worm, he will go away. It says discard, remove a giant rock worm figure that is on your terrain. Goodbye, death, meet death, death. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. And then I have to return this. I'll have to discard it. So we're discarding. This goes in our satchel so we know how to deal with a giant rockworm. Heads up, that's not the way to deal with a rockworm. No, bad plan. Okay, now we also have to wrap everything up here to show you everything. There's like a lot of stuff I got to do now, and it's all bad. Okay, so we have a lot of these cards that came with drawing for this rockworm thing. We got to get rid of these. This goes into the past. This card, I believe, goes into the past. This one goes into the past. This one, return this. Okay, so we're going to return this one. Elliot Pendleton has met his match to a giant rockworm. Oh my gosh. Okay. When a character dies, his character himself, the card goes away. Anything that he had that are blue cards are automatically discarded. We banish all cards that have to do with him, so we can't recycle them back into the action deck to help keep your life total up. So those I'll have to banish. These go in the discard pile. Any items he had he cannot pass on, which includes the meat we just got from beating the worms to death. His rope is also gone. His life jacket is an exploration card, so that goes into the past. This gets banished along with the other ones. I'll pull those out. He gets removed from the board. The weather is still thunderstorming, which is awesome. Wow, I can't believe that happened. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, this game still blows my mind. Here I am. I think everything's going great. We get the seventh continent. Now look at us. We're down to 2 action cards. I have no way of making fire because that got discarded because it was Elliot Pendleton who had it. We're about to get it back because I do have this remember card, but oh man, this has totally gone downhill real fast. Okay, I'm going to banish his cards, and I'll get back here and start going again. All right, I've got his other cards. We're going to banish those. I accidentally put the 2 meat cards in the discard pile. I got to put those back in the box. We are going to play Remember. And what are we going to remember? We're going to remember a friction fire kit. Yes. Put this in the discard. Okay, we need to get healed up here. Our goal is to go down here. It's going to cost me 1 card to do that. And then it's going to cost me nothing to make because we have 2 wood here. I'm just going to show you what my plan is. It's going to cost me 1, but I need a star in order to make this fire. So again, it's going to come to a 1-point maneuver here. Unless, which is probably what I'm going to do, this kind of wastes this, but I think we need to do this. I'm going to drop this to a 2 to be able to move here for free. Now we're going to make this for free, but in order to do that, I have to discard either the bow, the walking stick, or my club. Oh man, I think we're going to get rid of the bow for now, because I've got those bolas that are also really good at hunting in my that she's carrying right now. She hasn't made them, but she has that thought process. So we're going to discard our bow to make the fire making kit for free with 1 action die. I'll put it right here because we're about to use this. We need to draw 1 card minimum to make this fire. We're actually going to draw, oh no. It takes me 1 to beat the goat to a living pulp. I don't want to miss this fire. If I fail on this fire, that's bad news. Okay, we're going to have to risk this. This is going to be bad. This could be the end of the game. I could screw this all up. Okay, we're going to take 2 cards to make the fire making kit. Oh, well, look at this. That's absolutely amazing. All right, so yeah, well, what do you know? We made it. But look, if we'd have drawn just the other one, we wouldn't have made it. Okay, so the fire making kit is made. We've got fire. Okay, I have to take one of these. I'm actually going to take the Valiant Heart Shall Not Fail. Good stuff. Now, we have to beat this goat to a living pulp. I have to draw a card and have no successes. That means I have to shuffle this whole thing up. If I draw a curse card from the discard pile deck, the game is over. And just like that, it ends. I only went up 3 tiles on this. So we'll shuffle it up. Okay, it's shuffled up. I gotta draw the top card. Don't be a curse, don't be a curse. Oh, we're good. Okay, it's the sled. Oh, I'm saved by my XP card. Okay, that means we have slaughtered the goat. Lamb chops for everybody. We're all excited for lamb chops. Okay, then this is, I'm not going to keep this. It goes in the okay, I think it goes back in the discard pile. I'll look into that. Actually, I'm going to look into that. I got to know how that works. But it's not really going to matter because I'm slaughtered the goat. We're going to take 301 cards. We've got 301 cards. We're going to put them all together to make 3 things of meat. Mary Kingsley is not a vegetarian. She's going to eat all of this meat. So it's 6 times 3 is 18 cards are going to go back into our action deck. That is at 0 right now. Our fire making kit should be also in the discard pile. So then we're going to return this. So we're going to go to 18 in the action deck. So again, shuffle it up and put 18 cards randomly back over there. 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And these go to the discard pile, and I can look at them. I just want to know how many curses I put back in there. Oh, you know, I put almost pretty much all of them. That's fantastic. All right, so there's 2 in here still, so that means there's 3 out of the 18 cards, 3 of them are curses. That will improve our chances of surviving. That's my sarcasm at work there. A couple other things I forgot to mention. Now that Elliot Pendleton is dead, if I wanted to, I could bring another character in at any time, just adding the cards to the action deck and then placing the figure on the board. That's part of the rules. That's kind of a jump in and out type game if you want to do that. Another thing I'm thinking about doing is running back over here and eating this food. And that's not a bad idea. I can again use my walking stick to get from here to here for free. I will have to deal with the storm. What else can it do? It's tried to fry me. It tried to drop a stick on me. It followed me over here and put out my fire. It can't do anything worse, can it? Well, there's only one way to find out, right? Okay, so let's do that. Let's go over here. We're going to use our walking stick, bring it down to 1. Moving here for free. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to not look at this. I'm going to do it. This is that ripe fruit. You have picked some edible looking fruit. You can only hope that it's safe to eat. So we're going to pick this fruit, randomly take 5 cards from your discard pile, and shuffle them into your action deck. Now, this is actually an item. I can put this in with my character, and that is what I'm going to do. We don't necessarily have to eat it now. We're going to hold on to this and potentially eat it later. Whether we cook it or not, we get 5. So let's just hold on to it. It's better to have food with us. With the die on there, it does tell us to go ahead and put out the next card. It's card number 54, and it says, "The wind whistles through the boughs of the tall pines, carrying both the scent of sea spray and a faint underlying smell of rot." Takes 2 to move off. It has lumber or wood, and you can go off in any direction, and that looks like about it. Okay. Now, from what I've gathered, according to that map we have, I'm guessing this really isn't the way to go. I just grabbed that fruit just so we had some food with us too. We're going to go back this way again. And so we're going to move again off this tile. It's going to be for free again because we're going back to our fire. And as long as you're moving to a terrain card where there is an explorer or a fire figure, you can move there at -1. I also found out recently that this, according to what I could gather, it stacks. So if poor Elliot Pendleton was still alive and he was standing on a fire square, it would cost -1 for each of those bold words, explorer and fire. So it could be -2 to get back here. I just found that out recently. I thought that was rather interesting. Moving away from the storm, though, we do have to draw a 5-4-9 card. What could possibly go wrong with this? 5-4-9. It says, you come across a dead, lightning-struck animal whose partially burned body is still smoking. Setting compassion aside, you tear off a piece of singed meat before lightning strikes again. Who knows if you are next? Take a 0-0-1 card or take 2 0-0-1 cards and a 5-4-9 card. Well, all the rest of the 5-4-9 cards are in the past. Okay, since all the other 5-4-9 cards are in the past, because it didn't tell me to put them, it didn't say return this, and I'm under the impression that these all go into the past, I am just going to take the 1-0-0-1 card and proceed from there. And this will go into the past, I guess. But if I have to draw another 5, 4, 9 card, I guess I would shuffle them all back together again. And I am at my fireplace. Why don't we eat the food? Makes sense, right? So we return this and get 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These go back into here. My thunderstorm actually helped us. I guess he's only a quarter bad because the other 3 cards are bad for us. We'll shuffle these into here. And just because knowledge is power, which is kind of funny that's sitting on top of this deck, I want to see how many curse cards we have in there now. Okay, well, only 1 curse card remains in here, so now we've got 4 in that deck. That's great. Okay, we're going to continue moving. We're going to go back up here, and we're going to use our walking stick to do it, meaning that the walking stick is done. It's going into the discard pile. You know, our walking stick was good for us. It helped us get to where we needed to go. I support you, walking stick. Good work. We are now going to reveal some of these cards. Again, I'm not sure exactly. I just know we kind of need to go that way. So we're going to start by looking over here. And Mary Kingsley finds you've dropped something. Oh, no. To your dismay, you realize that you must have dropped one of your items. I can spot the item on the ground less than 20 yards away. One involved character may choose 1 card with the keyword vigilance in the discard pile and add it to their hand, or else I have to discard an item from my hand. I don't want to discard any items. Though I really only have the ripe fruit and that club with the conch shell, spiky conch shell with me. Those are only 2 items left. We got majorly beat up by that worm. I still think that's amazing. Okay. We are going to take one. You know, if I do lose the club, it's not the end of the world. I really think we're doing, we're not doing great. One of our guys are dead, and half of our cards are actually over the discard pile. So I don't know if great is a word I would use, but we're kind of getting back to some normality here. All right, we're going to go ahead and take 1 and see what happens. So we draw 1. Oh, and there's our sled again. Well, we're not going to keep it, but we are happy we got the star. So we're going to put it in our discard pile because that means that we did get to keep all our items. I can take a card with vigilance. Let's see what's there. I'm going to look through this really quick. So in our discard pile was a friction fire, which is vigilance. And I already have 3 things in my hand. But since we no longer have Elliot Pendleton, we drop to 1 player, meaning I can now hold 5 cards in my hand and can create up to 4 items that are 4 long. That's not bad. We're going to keep this card. And now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead, put this in the past, and we're going to put our green card down. And it's a 111. It says, massive boulders block the way to the east. Doesn't sound like we're going that way then. Let's see here. Takes 1 to move off. It's got wood over there, which means I could go make my friction fire if I want to. What's that? Is that anything? Whoa, what's up in there? Ooh, I think we're going to go see what that is. Though didn't we learn from our last thing, just trying to do everything on a card eventually gets you killed. But it's only 1. Okay, we're going to put it down. We're also going to look above us as well. It doesn't hurt to look, does it? Does it? Wall of thorns. I guess it does. A large thorny bank blocks the narrow path you have been following. You should be able to make your way through easily if you light a fire. If you have the fire resource, you may discard this. Otherwise, draw 4. Ugh. You make it through tearing the hindering branches. Discard this. Yuck. So I need to make fire, and then I can go forward. Well, I just made fire right here. Do I have to actually physically make fire again? Oh, well, I think we're actually just going to have to power through that. That kind of is terrible. You know, then we're not going to do that. We're going to go over here and take a look at this. Maybe this will help me. Maybe it won't. We don't know. We're going to go over here, pay a card. And what is it? Oh, hey, look, it's a torch. Oh, you have come at the right time, good sir. Thank you, Mr. Torch. We are going to make this, and I know where to make it, too. Oh, boy, this is going to be sweetness. Okay, we got our torch. We're going to put it in our hand. That's really good. We are going to then craft our friction fire because it costs 2 wood, and we are standing on a wood tile, or card, sorry, right there. So we're going to create this for free. It is a vigilance card. I do not have any vigilance items, so it's going to be one of our 4 items we create. So we have 4 there. We are then going to take a look at this. A number, for 1 card, I can look at number 133 on our little card over there. The Deathfall Trap. We're going to keep this as well because I have the room for now. I don't know if we're going to hold on to it for very long, but we're going to hold on to it for now. It's going to go right there. Mary Kingsley's kind of making up some ground that we kind of had a major setback over here thanks to some rockworms, but we're kind of getting our stride back. That's good. 133. It says, something is tangled in the high branches of a sparse, tall tree. A climb action, okay. It says, reaching the first branches to even start this climb might be the trickiest part of the ascent. So I have to pay 3 to go up 2. I don't have anything that helps me with climbing. Your grip on the branch slips and you fall. You lose your balance, falling to the ground. Luckily, your equipment cushions your landing. Okay, you know what? That's not the end of the world. My club would take a couple points of damage, but we would get to see what's up there. Let's do that. We're actually only going to take 3. Let's see what happens, okay? We're going to put this right here because it connects right there. I'm going to move my camera a little bit. There we go. We're going to do this. I'm going to draw 3 cards. I could draw more if I want, but I think we're going to go with 3. And we need 2 successes. Okay, here we go. 1, camouflaged outfit. Where were you, huh? Where's that symbol would have saved us from a whooping by a rockworm. Oh, hey, there's 1. Oh, goody. Oh, no, now it's down to this card. Oh, good, we did it. And we got remember. I like remember. Remember, I like remember. Remember helps me remember. I can barely even say remember that many times. We can take one of these into our hand, but I have to discard something. And remember I said I wasn't too keen on this deadfall trap right now because we got those bolas. Well, yeah. I think I want remember because we can remember something if we need to. And we did make it up the tree. So we got this. 2 stars, so we get to look at 160. Let's see what that is. There's only one 160 card. What's it say? It says, just a few yards from the treetop, you notice the remains of what appears to be a hot air balloon, in which something appears to be glinting. You also see that a swarm of hornets seems to have made their home there. Oh, boo. Okay, let's see what happens. If you wish to keep climbing, take a 110 card and add this. Or if you'd rather turn back, discard. You know I'm going to get stung. Oh, but there's a grappling hook in there, I think. Oh, we got to go up there. Okay, we got to do this. This is going to... I'm probably going to get bit to pieces, and this is going to be bad news. Okay, I don't have anything with this flag. I got nothing. So we're going to just take a 110 card and hope for the best. Hope, hope, hope. And this will go into the past. 110. All right, here we go. You make it to the top of the tree where the balloon crashed. All of a sudden, a swarm of gold and black hornets angrily descends upon you. Oof. Ah, bugs. I hate bugs. Here we go. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, fight action. I've got a big giant club. Okay, good. So we have to do a fight action, and I can only draw 3 cards. I need 3 successes. Oh, big giant bug. Fantastic. All right. So we either are able to fight off the hornets, you hurriedly search the basket and slide down the trunk of the ground before the insects can hurt you further. Take a 0-3 card and a 146 card from the adventure deck if able. Otherwise, the hornets angrily swarm you. You lose your balance and fall heavily to the ground. Okay, so we got to make this happen. So we need 3. I need to draw 3 and get 3 stars. So we are going to use our club. We've got 3 actions with it left. We're going to go to 2. And it gives me 2 stars and it activates the lucky 7. So we're already at 2. We draw 3. So we just need 1 out of these cards. Well, that's not 1. Okay, good. We'll get that out of here. Well, that's also not 1. Oh, come on. Oh, gosh, it always comes down to the last card every time. A think card. Oh, these are good. This is that one that allows me to take 7 cards and look at what I want. It gives me the ability to discard those curse cards out of there if I want to. And knowledge is power, helps with experience. No. But this one, we might want this one. But what do I get rid of? I've got snowshoes, bolas, and a torch. I really want to keep all 3 and I want to make those. So we're going to discard that as well. Remember, I got that remember card. Remember? I can always go back. It says to take a 0-3 card and a 1-4-6 card. So we'll take the 0-3 card. Those are those experience cards, if you remember. And this one says, a memory from... Okay, this is Jimmy, the military man who told me to use dynamite instead of a pickaxe. So that's 1 experience. I'm going to put that in my satchel. And we get a 1-4-6 card. All right, a 1-4-6. Be something good. It was a grappling hook. I did see it right. Okay, here we go. It says you have found a grappling hook with several feet of rope. It's got 4 uses, and I can use it to climb. Well, that makes sense. Or I can banish it and activate 2 and 1 lucky 7. If this leaves your inventory, banish it. Okay. Well, we're going to put... Oh, I see. So I can't like put in the discard pile. I'd have to banish it. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, I'm going to put 4 on it. And it's a skill card, and I don't have any other skill. Elliot Pendleton met his demise, though I think we're kind of back up and running here. We got some way to build fire. I've got some fruit. We are still... We're still terrified. I would be pretty terrified too after seeing my companion get totally mauled by a giant worm. Oh man. Let's see here. And this says, oh, I'm sorry. And this says, let's see here, do I banish this or put it in the past? Oh, it looks like I just put it in the past. Okay. Where to next? I think we just go back. Yeah, we're not going to go back here though. We're going to go all the way back here. We're going to take our character, pay our 1 card to move all the way back here. Wow, I really built that fire in a bad spot, didn't I? Look, it takes 2 to move off that. Maybe I should just move up and build fire there. I know that's kind of a waste. Okay. If I move here, it's going to cost me 1. And it's still going to... Oh, yeah, we're doing this. We're just going to move to here for 1. That's the deal. Cost 1. Nomadism. Okay, we might actually keep this card. The following effect applies as long as you have this in hand. If I ever find those rock worms again, I need this card. So we're going to keep this. And we're going to put this in our little thing. We're going to get rid of our remember card, I guess. Because I was just going to start making some stuff. I'm going to remove our remember card. And I've got 4 things built, so I can't build any more. But let's see what these are. I've got a Vigilance Torch, which would work with our Friction Fire. So I'm going to build this and put it with our Friction Fire card. That's right here. This is also Vigilance, so I can put these together to create 5-point card. Now that still means if I use this, I have to discard this, but I don't have to discard this, though normally if, for example, my club and conch go all the way down to 0, both of these cards do get discarded. That's the deal. But if something actually physically says on the card to discard it, that doesn't mean that you would be discarding this one as well, if that makes sense. So we're going to make this. There is fire on this tile. There is wood on this tile. There's also foliage, but I need vine, so where's my red seaweed? We're going to make this. So it's going to cost us 1 to make. And we got leadership. Oh, look, more presents. Each involved character returns their tired and or, oh, this is going to be perfect, and or frightened states. Each involved character that thereby returned at least 1 state may put 1 card from their hand on top of the action deck. Oh my gosh, this is going to be good. I can make, okay, each involved character returns their frightened state. Oh no, she's not frightened, she's terrified. Oh, boo. Oh, here I thought things are going to get good. Nope, nothing ever goes good in this game. Okay. Well, it's not as good as I was hoping. But these 2 cards do go together because, as you can see, as long as it's in effect, I get 1 and a lucky 7 and can draw a -1. So she can kind of combo these together if I want. And we just made our torch, so we are going to keep that. I want to clear this out of my inventory, so we are going to eat this since it doesn't matter if it's cooked or not. I can just go ahead and eat it. I get 5 cards from the discard, shuffle them back into the action deck, and take a 134 card from the adventure deck if available. So we're going to do that. 5 cards in the discard pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll go into there. And let's check to see how many curses. 1. Gosh, I keep 2. Okay, good. We're doing better. I kept 2 of them in there. Good. It still means there's 3, but that's okay. We're going to shuffle these all together. Now I'm going to take a 1, 3, 4 card. And it says, oh, it doesn't say anything good. It says agonizing cramps rack your stomach. Oh no, what's this? Nauseated. Oh wow, I got to take that kind of action. That's some action there. I can't believe that's actually on the card. That's that's pretty funny that that's on there. Okay, well, you know what? That's on there. So there you go. This guy's nauseated. Okay, so I shouldn't eat random fruit. That's fantastic. There isn't one of those blue symbols up here, so I don't have to discard any cards as that state comes out. Though that was pretty terrible. Nauseated. Barf. All right, let's see here. To get rid of it, I need to draw 1 card and get 2 stars. I do have this still in my hand, though if I remember right, that was that tired action, I think, or something, which wasn't too good. But I think we're going to just do all this at once. We're going to get rid of this. I'm going to pay 1 card. And who knows? I might get one that has 2 stars. Or one that has none. We're going to play our Valiant Heart Shall Not Fail. I'm going to keep this paddle. Why not? I can even make it. Look at that. Free paddle. Skill aggressiveness. I've got a skill card. Why not? Huh? Paddle. All right. I use this. It goes in the discard pile. This I got rid of then. So we're going to put this back. I'm sure they're all the same, but there's a whole bunch of them. I'm going to choose this one. Okay, that was good. And I'll tell you why. I may be tired, but it doesn't again have that blue symbol there. So I don't have to discard anything. And now let's see if we can get this to work. So I can use a offer, coax, or tame action with a star and a lucky 7 to try to get rid of this tired state. So we're going to do that. I'm going to draw one card. I already have one star and a lucky 7 and another star. So I got 2 stars. Perfect. So we got our 2 stars with this leadership card. So I can return my tired state. And yep, this goes back over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this I have to decide if I want. The answer is going to be no again. We're going to get rid of that. But that worked out okay. Okay, see, things aren't that bad. Things are going better now. All right, let's see what else we can do since we're standing here. Well, hey, remember, I had a paddle. Why don't we make that? It's free. Free paddle. It's a skill and aggressiveness. I've got a skill code. I've got aggressiveness. I've got this aggressiveness pile right here that's down to 2. I can add 3 to that, making it 5 now with this paddle. So this club has like been the, keeps on going. It never ends. Oh, it just keeps on going. And to finish off our making of stuff, I could make some snowshoes too. They cost 2 to make, but whenever I have to walk on the snow, they cost 2 less. That's not bad. I mean, I think I'm going that way and it looks like there's some snow. Let's craft this too since we're at the area that has this. It's still going to cost me 2 though, but we're going to do that. So we're going to draw our 2. Good, get him out of here. And a splint. Well, I'm going to keep the splint too because I keep getting cards now that I actually have room for stuff now. I think we're doing good. We kind of reorganized ourselves here. She's a one-man crew now. She's moving right along, doing okay. Let's move from here up to here. It's going to cost us 2 cards because I don't have anything that's going to help me walk anymore because the walking stick's done. It's going to cost her 2 cards. And we got that woven cord. And we're going to keep the remember card. All right. And we're going to discard the woven cord. See, this isn't going too bad now. And look at how good this is. We have a torch that has the fire resource on it. So now we can go ahead and just get rid of the wall of thorns. If you have the fire resource, you may discard this. So, see ya. And we put a 1-4-2 card. And it says, in the north stands a steep mountain wall. The terrain at its base is littered with boulders, likely because of frequent rock slides. Even as you stand here, the breeze sends a rock the size of a person's head crashing down the rock face. Oh boy. Okay. This is going to cost 2 to move off again. I can go look and see over here. 136 here. Okay. Pray action if I want. Well, praying last time didn't turn out so good. This one does have stone, which actually is going to help me. And we're going to put this down. And we're going to spend our 1 action card to move up here. And we got a fire making kit. Well, sadly, there's no foliage or... Oh, let's look at the funny thing. If we move back down here, this would be able to craft for free. But going back to just make this isn't going to be worth it. And she's got 5 cards already. And I've already got the other fire way to make fire. I think we're just going to discard it. At this point, this is a great place to save the game. It's kind of spreading out and I don't really have too much more room in my camera view to keep going. this is a good time to stop and save the game. I'll show you how this works. It's really cool. So the game comes with a save like slot that you'd put in with all the cards. So it kind of goes in front and you can put your stuff there or back, wherever you want to put it. So the way it works is you've got your save. Move the fire. Trust me, the fire is going away. When you save the game, fire disappears. We've got all these little numbers. These are going to be representing where your die was. You've got an action deck and a discard pile. So I'm going to take my... So the first thing is, it's not going to start with these. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take... You have to first make sure every person that's playing the game is on a tile together, and no person is in the process of taking an action or has to mandatorily take an action. You know, with those red squares around the action. As long as none of that is taking place, you can save your game. To save the game, you take everything on the board, and remember how this said if you save your game or you discard this. It actually says it right down here. It says, well, it says fly away card. It says when you return all cards on the board, return this and remove the thunderstorm figure from the board. So that's part of the deal here too. So we're going to take all the cards that we're not standing on and we're going to put them into the past. Any of these exploration cards are going to go back in the box. The the card I'm standing on is going to remain there. Then you're going to take your top character card, all of the cards that they have in their hand and any states they have, they're going to go together. Then you're going to take all your items. I'm going to slide them out here so you can see this. Besides, I can also give you an update as how things are going, because I know some of the items are kind of usually off camera. So how we're going, I might as well talk about this before we patch it up. Sadly, Mary Kingsley is the only one left on the 7th continent. And she's got Remember, the Splint. She's got her leadership card, her nomadism, and she's still got the bolas that I really been trying to craft, which we might craft now because this actually has stone on it when we come back. And she's got that terrified state card. So those are all there. Now she's got her snowshoes. And what you're going to do is you're going to take one of the cards and you're going to line up the die number so that it faces up and you remove the die. Our torch is a 5. So we take our 5 and we stick it on top and we put that on top of both of them. Our club is a 5 on top of all that. And our grappling hook is a 4. So we're going to take that one and put it there. Now these all get picked up and put on top just like that. Actually, it's probably easier to go the other way. There, now at least I know who it is. Mary Kingsley with all her stuff underneath. So here's our discard pile. Put that right on top. Then we've got our action deck. We're going to put that right on top. Next is our satchel, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4 experience points. We still know about that red seaweed, though I think it's long gone. We know about a giant rockworm, let me tell you about that. And we have a juvenile rockworm, and we have our clue. So all that is going to go underneath. And then we take our figure, we're going to put that aside. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to take our tile or card, I apologize, that we're on and put that underneath as well. Now this is your save game. It's all ready to go. Once we're in the next video, I'll show you how it all lays back out and we'll continue our adventure on the 7th continent. All the cards in the past, I will put back in the box based on their numbers or adventure card. And we'll just
They might come back out. They might not. We'll see. Our banished cards, of course, are banished. They will no longer be allowed in this game. And there you have it. Voila. Now I've got all my little miniatures and everything inside my little case that I carry little miniatures and dice in. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope this was enjoyable. It was an immense, epic video as far as I'm concerned. Everything went wrong, and then everything kind of came back together. I think in the next video, we're ready to keep on powering through. It is just Mary now. So sorry, Elliot, you didn't make it. But you know, Elliot was kind of holding Mary back. Well, that's enough being said. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification button if you ever want to know when any of the videos come up next. And as always, please put anything in the comments section that you'd like to know, or if you have any questions or concerns, or if I did anything wrong, I would love to know. That'd be great. I'm learning a lot as I play, and I hope you are too. What will happen to Mary now that she's all alone? I don't know. In order to find out, I need you to meet me at the table.